ghost stories. They give us chills, thrills, and stick with us even after we turn off the lights. G.Wells, a master of spooky stories, adds a fun twist to ghost stories with The Inexperienced Ghost. It's a story that will make you laugh and maybe give you goosebumps at the same time. What if ghosts weren't scary and sad? What if they were just as confused in the afterlife as they were when they were alive? That's what Wells explores in this fun story. He takes us to a world where the line between the living and the dead is blurry and sometimes really funny. The Inexperienced Ghost is about a strange haunting into the country house. The ghost is new to this whole haunting thing. He's clumsy, forgetful, and more likely to trip over his own ghostly feet than scare anyone. The story follows his silly attempts to haunt the living. He tries to look scary, but he keeps showing up in awkward and embarrassing places. He tries to talk to the living, but he just makes everyone confused. Wells shows us a funny afterlife that's as charming as it is entertaining. Wells mixes humor and horror really well, making a story that's both creepy and funny. He uses the ghost's clumsiness to make fun of what we think ghosts should be like. The humor is sneaky, woven into the story through clever observations and the ghost's own confused reactions to being a ghost. The people living in the haunted house also add to the comedy. They're trying to figure out what's going on with this goofy ghost. Their reactions from being annoyed to being amused make the story even funnier. The Inexperienced Ghost shows how talented Wells was as a writer. He could write scary stories about Martians and then write funny ghost stories that make you smile. It's a story that reminds us that even when things are unknown and a little scary, there's always room for laughter. This fun mix of humor, horror, and how people act makes The Inexperienced Ghost a favorite story by Wells. It's a story that mixes different kinds of stories, reminding us that sometimes the scariest things can also be the funniest.